the angelic host, not a human being, could restore us to our proper position. Humanity's redemption was the job of the king. Now the reign of sin in our lives has given way to the reign of Christ, and he's here to stay. Sin's reign has gone away, and it won't be back another day, but Christ is coming. He will be back. So ensure that you're not living slack, looking back and all that, because we're just not there anymore. We live in a society that's very decadent and just saturated with perversity and sexual sins, and we got men trying to exert their power over women and women trying to exert their power over men, and just this power play. But God is making known his legitimate right to call to order all those who fight for power upon his footstool earth, all those who fight like fools from birth to death, trying to fight for that for which they have no right. Like vile-minded men, perverse to the core, it's true that conquering women is what they like to do. There's more. They're prowling about, hunting their prey, busting a rap, trying to get play. They perceive a woman as a sum of her parts. Not all of her parts, just her physical parts. Not the soul nor the mind, doesn't consider her heart. Not her internal parts, just her external parts. He doesn't see her true essence that beneath the flesh lies. He perceives only what he sees with his eyes. Doesn't see thoughts and feelings. Doesn't care that they're there. Cares only for what he sees through what she wears. A lascivious man on the hunt for flesh. Lewd to the heart, the lust won't let him rest. Sadly, this type of man, even at his best, sees a woman simply as hips, butt, and breasts. Magazines, models, rap, video dances, pornography all show him what to go after. Chase after the one body, rank number one, forget her name, despise her shame when he's done. The female brood provides his carnivore's food of sexual feed and need pursued whenever he's in the mood. So selectively he creeps through the fold, passing by the strong, the sickly, and the old, passing by the strong, the sickly, and the old, and he pursues the young and weak among the herd. Tells her the sweetest thing she's ever heard. Bloodlust aroused within him, he's now on the attack. Alluring power, he becomes all that she lacks. Carefully listening to her deepest concerns as she exposes her heart because she desperately yearns for acceptance and love and companionship. This charlatan makes a sailing takes her on a trip. Suave, trustworthy, a compassionate soul, a thug or pimp, whatever floats her boat. A chameleon he is, adapted to each girl, matching the conditions of her world, eagerly adopting the usual role, that of the dragon slayer, the hero, brandishing the sword, the snare, the shadows of her past, handing her the words that are meant to last as long as it takes to make him a prince, in her eyes, in her heart, and then since he is a prince who will be her king, she be his queen, and will do anything to please the one who has become his highness. True love she perceives to be, she won't deny this. So giving herself, she willingly serves. He's filled her heart with what he wanted heard. Words shaped by what her heart expressed, things she expressed often under duress. He took the content of her heart, gave it new form, tailored it to himself, and proudly worn it in her sight, causing her to see Mr. Right, a ravenous wolf in woolen trim. She sees her dream when she looks at him. Carefully, deceitfully, he had deftly woven acceptable clothing from the words he had chosen now. All that she desires, he now seems to be. A complimentary fit based on what she can see. Someone to love and one to love her back. Someone to be all that she lacks. All that she lacks, bundled up in a lie. The truth will come out only after she lies with him, satisfying his lust for sin. What was her name? Well, he doesn't care. All he remembers is her silky hair. Her silky hair and her physical form. And maybe, just maybe, what she had worn. Alluring women with one goal in mind. Use them up, then seek to find another target upon whom to prey. Vile-minded men have their way consuming women, tearing them apart, callously handling the delicate heart, subjecting their souls to emotion, sickness, commotion, witness, and his notion is this, that she's overly dramatic, taking it too hard, that she knew his type and let things go too far within her heart and her mind. Her expectations, given time, she'll be fine. If not, then, hey then. It's not his role to console a jilted soul. He can't help that he's so good she can't let him go. Power to allure the weaker vessel, to use and abuse, cause her to wrestle with emotions concerning him, get her all caught up in the ravages of sin. This vain power corrupts him deep within, but unfulfilling are his fruit from sin. Yet, God is making known his legitimate right to call to order all those who fight for power upon his footstool earth, all those who fight like fools from birth to death, trying to fight for that for which they have no right.
That was very inspirational. I know we have a lot of women in the audience today that experience some type of temptation, not so much temptation, but you know how men look at you when you're not wearing the right type of clothing. And sometimes you might look at them as, no, they're just like a pervert or whatever, but the matter of fact is you do have to be careful to the clothing that you wear. You know, and I know in Cleveland, which is everywhere, but certain churches down there, they allow them to wear that, and they say it's not really what's on the outside that matters. And it is. Because you have a lot of kids getting raped, talked about. It's just a perception that they will give you if you dress a certain way. And if you're going to be Christians, let them be, their perception be that you're a holy. I don't care if it's 100 degrees outside, you wear what you're supposed to wear. Amen? All right, we're going to keep it moving. Give Jason another round of applause. Excellent job. Excellent job.